Good morning, everyone. In this video, we will be discussing about transitions and conditions, okay, in terms of state diagrams. So, a transition is an instantaneous change from one state to the other. Okay. Say, for example, when a phone call is answered, okay, so it is ringing, you basically lifted it. The phone line basically transitions from the ringing state to the connected state. Okay, you lifted the phone, so then it is connected. Until then it was actually ringing, isn't it? That's a transition. Transition is an instantaneous change from one state to the another one. The transition is actually set to fire upon the change from the source state to the target state. Okay, it is set to fire upon the change. Okay, it is instantaneous change, and then the transition is set to fire there. The origin and target of a transition usually are different states. The way we have seen in the example, the phone call is answered, it changes from the ringing state to the connected state. But sometimes both this origin and the targeted states may be the same during this transition. Okay. For example, think about the situation you lifted the phone and then you are dialing the number. Okay. You dial the first number. Okay, something happens. Okay, that state is stored, but you are still in the dialing state, isn't it? The transition has happened, so because you dialed it, okay, but still you are in the same state. You are in the dialing state. Okay, so the origin and the target states can be different in a transition, or they can be the same. Okay, a transition fires when its event occurs. Okay, so the choice of the next state actually depends on both the original state and the event. Okay, so in which state you are and what is the event that has happened, and then what is the event that has been triggered. Okay, so and then what is the next state. Okay, and then the next state depends on what is the original state and also on the event. Okay, in fact, an event may trigger multiple objects to transition. Okay, so for example, we already discussed in the last videos that in a state transition, multiple objects are in different states at any time of a single class. Okay, if an event occurs, multiple objects may transition from a source state to a destination state. Okay, origin to the next state. Okay, conceptually, such transitions occur concurrently. We have already discussed. If two events, okay, so are happening one after the other, okay, so the events are happening concurrently. The same way, if an event triggers multiple objects to transition, conceptually, such transitions occur concurrently. Okay. Then let us discuss about the guard condition. Okay, so that is what we have discussed. So basically, the transition. Okay. A guard condition is a Boolean expression that must be true in order for a transition to occur. Transition is from moving from one state to the other state, but then a guard condition, it's a Boolean expression. It should be true so that you can actually go from this source state to the next state. Okay, so a guard transition fires when its event occurs, but only if the guard condition is true. Okay, think about this example. When you go out in the morning, so that's an event that is happening. If the temperature is really low or below freezing, okay, that is the condition. Okay. Then you put on your gloves, that is the next state. Put on your gloves is the next state. Okay, and then when you are going out in the morning is the event, and the temperature is below the freezing level is the condition there. Hope that is clear. Of course, I will also explain with the state diagram. Okay, so full with this sort of guarded transitions. Okay, then you will understand it better. But remember this one: a guard condition is checked only once at the time the event occurs, and the transition fires if the condition is true. Okay, I will show with the example. We already have checked about these change events earlier. Okay, so change event happens when some temperature is less than say for example the whatever the allowed temperature. Okay, so or like when the temperature is more than an allowed temperature, okay, that is like these change events we have already checked. Okay, so then like you will turn on the AC or whatever it is. So that's a different thing. Okay, but remember that one, a change event is in effect checked continuously. So we even discuss like it will be checked continuously, but as far as implementation is concerned, it will not be doing always, but then like it will be doing very often. Okay, we already talked about it. But a guard condition is actually checked only once. Okay, so that's the difference between them. Okay, let me put both the things together in an example. Okay, so here is a guarded transition for traffic lights. Okay, so this is the UML notation for that one. We already have seen like states will be represented by these rounded rectangles. Okay, so and then like the transitions are actually shown as these lines going from one state to the target state. Okay, origin state to the target state. Okay, and arrowhead always points to the target state. Okay, and the events are these ones. Okay, so the timeout is the event here. Events may be the label on this transition. Okay, and the guard condition is actually put in the square brackets. Okay, and now I will explain you what is this example for. Okay, so this is about a traffic light. The traffic light, say for example, assume like you are originally in this state, north south. Okay, you can go straight like this one may go straight north and south lanes. There are cameras which are actually observing this north south lanes, and then like is north south to the left lanes. Okay, so in US especially, say for example, the straight lines will be in a single line, and then like the cars which have to go to the left lane will be to the left side. Okay, so uh, I mean, like, let's not compare with our traffic things. Like, people will be going everywhere. Okay, not right, but then like people do it. So the cars which have to turn left, they will be in the left lane, and then, like the cars which have to go straight, probably like there will be one or two lanes which will be going straight. Now in these traffic lights, like the cameras are actually observing these things. Okay. So now what happens is you are in the north south may go straight. Okay, so the cars can go straight. And then like assume like the timeout has happened. Then say for example like the traffic light is intelligent enough. Okay, so for example like it will check like are there cars in this sort of north south left lanes. If there are cars, okay, so then like north south may turn left. Okay, so then the left will be turned on. Okay, so they basically can go left. Okay, see originally they were going straight, and then like then when the timeout happens, like it will check like whether there are any cars in the left lane. Okay, so that is the thing. So timeout, cars in north south left lanes, then it will basically turn to a different state, like north south may go turn left. Okay, so they can turn left. But what happens if there are no cars in the left lane? That is a guarded condition. Okay, so again the same timeout is happening. So the guard condition is here is like if there are cars in the left lanes, then turn to this state. The same thing is timeout here from this state. Okay, so the timeout is the event which is happening here. And if there are no cars in the north south left lanes, okay, if there are no cars in this left lane, okay, so they are going straight. And then if there are no cars in the left lane, then like say for example this east west may go straight. So both lanes. Okay, so east west. So people are going like this, and some cars are going like this one. Okay, so if a left turn is allowed at that particular time, there can be collisions here, isn't it? That's why like it is trying intelligently trying to avoid that. So now you basically got like how you actually transition from this state to this state. Okay, similar to this sort of east west may go straight. Similarly, like if you are in this sort of north left lane is turn left, okay, is allowed. After a timeout, like eventually the east west may go straight will happen. The transition happens. Similarly, when you are going in this east west thing, okay, so it will also have its own left lanes, okay, which will be moving towards north and south originally. Okay, so from the other side, like it will be going to the south, to the north. Okay, so if I go like this one, and if it will be going to the south. Okay, so it will also have its east west left lanes. Okay, so again like if a timeout happens, if there are no cars in the east west left lanes are okay, so then like it will directly the transition happens. Okay, so it will go to this north south may go straight. Okay, and if there are cars in this sort of east west left lanes, then it will go into east west, may turn left. Again, after the timeout event happens, okay, since there is no guard condition here, it will directly move to this north south, may go straight. Hope now it is everything is clear. Okay, so the transition is basically instantaneously moving from one state to the other. Okay, and an event basically triggers that one. In this case, it is timeout. There will be guard conditions which are to be true, so that like basically like that transition fires. Okay. So regarding the reference is concerned, we are still in chapter 5. Okay, so object-oriented modeling and design with UML book. Okay, thank you very much for your attention.